Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we haven't had a Lady Chatterley movie in quite a while, so it's time. Lady Chatterley's Passions, starring Malou. Let's check it out.
Thick hair, and her knees began to quiver. Far down in her, she felt a new stirring, a new nakedness emerging.
Hammond be present at the reading, not of the poetry with which I so afflicted them in life, but of my last will and testament, with which in death I shall amuse them even less.
We have the reading of a will. I think Clifford has died.
Existing between a man and a woman. Therefore, I name as universal heir of all my possessions, my wife, Constance Reed Chatterley.
We see Miss Chatterley in bed, and this is Herbert.
What are you thinking about?
That was an image from the past he was remembering.
Can't you guess?
Perhaps. You've come a long way in all these years.
A lot of this film is told in flashback. This is Constance Chatterley and her husband Clifford, who's been injured in some sort of accident, and his wiener doesn't work.
It wasn't much, but with the baby...
Got more flashbacks here. Some parties that they used to have before Mr. Chatterley died. Incidentally, he has a bayonet wound in his spinal cord, which
none of you gentlemen
confines him to a wheelchair, and his wiener doesn't work. So since his wiener doesn't work, he likes to orchestrate other people having intercourse and stuff around him. So this is the maid and one of his buddies. How on earth did he get a bayonet wound in his spinal cord, by the way? Miss Chatterley meets a man. A horny man.
Morning, Lady Chatterley.
Woo! Such is life on the Chatterley estate.
He sat and watched.
That's all he can do because his wiener doesn't work. And since he can't perform for his wife, he brings other men in to perform instead.
It's time we played a game together, Lady Chatterley.
I can't show you what happens next, but there's a lot of nudity. So Clifford watches from the shadows while his wife gets porked by some other dude. Even though his wiener doesn't work and he's not able to do anything sexual, he does like to watch his wife strip for him, though. This is Nicholas, the butler.
Your tea is ready, sir.
The tea can wait, Nicholas. Lady Chatterley wants to play with you.
Herbert is yelling at her.
You felt abandoned, didn't you? That's why you did it, Connie.
What do you know? What do people like you know about a real man? Lizards, emotional zeros. You turned love into a romantic novel, a duty, a way of getting through the long, boring stretches in your lives. Anything but what love really is. How dare you speak of it?
Herbert writes books like erotic novels and stuff about his time here. At one point, Miss Chatterley plays with a rose. She gets quite randy with it, too. I can't show you everything that she does with it. There is one other guy on the grounds that she really is fond of, and they have an affair throughout the film. Although I'm not sure her husband Clifford knows about this dude.
What can I get you, ma'am? Just
This woman pays them a visit.
You're looking well, sir.
Her name is Mrs. Bolton.
Evidently the state...
They could not make her look more manly. She brought her lingerie along though.
Wait. Put away my lingerie first.
I think you can see where this is going. Clearly Mrs. Bolton likes ladies. That maid's about to get all naked, which I wish I could show you. Lady Chatterley comes in and busts them, though.
Anything wrong, milady? Do you want to take her place? Oh, no. Just behave yourself. or there'll be problems. Very sharp, isn't it, Sir Clifford? Just like a dagger. But if I stabbed that dead worm you have hanging between your legs, you wouldn't even shout. Suffering is a luxury.
She's referring to his broken wiener.
You know the reason I was invited here, don't you? It's only a question of time.
Let go, I
You
said.
have no reason to be afraid, Connie.
You knew it was a matter of time before these two hooked up.
I have no intention of sharing your love with that vile worm of your husband. Trust me, Connie.
Well, Miss Chatterley is not interested, so she takes off running, but she gets tackled by our lesbian friend there, Mrs. Bolton. I have a weird threesome scene here. I can't show you much of it because Mrs. Bolton's completely naked when she walks in. That's about all I can show you. I can show you the aftermath, though.
Did your peasant ever give you so much pleasure? Don't kid yourself, Connie.
Here are your wages, Nurse Bolton.
What does this mean?
You are fired.
And that's the last we
I'm
see
very
of her.
good at getting even.
She then goes back in the woods with her lover.
You must have paid her very badly, Herbert, because otherwise she wouldn't have stolen your manuscript to try to blackmail me.
I should have expected this.
Did it really take you 3 years to write this drivel?
With her husband dead and gone, she can now be with her lover. Alright, let's talk about Lady Chatterley's Passions. This is a movie that showed up on Cinemax. I think it was the spring of 1993, maybe early summer 1993. I'm sorry, 1992 I think it was. And I taped it, because I was taping anything that had the word Emmanuel or Chatterley in the title. Stars an actress named Malu. Sometimes her name is Malu Ramba. Apparently she did some porn work before she got into the erotic stuff, but she didn't do much of either of them, to be honest with you. I think she did maybe 10, 12 movies total, although her IMDb credits show about 5 or 6. But apparently her Wikipedia page said she did some porn before this. So anyway, the movie is loosely based on D.H. Lawrence's novel, The Lady Chatterley thing. The whole deal with her husband is injured and his wiener doesn't work. So he arranges her to have sex with other people, which she's more or less okay to do. He arranges all these weird games and stuff. At one point, he brings in this nurse, Miss Bolton, and she's like this wretched Nazi type. She's awful, very lesbian looking, very manly looking. And they get it on in like a threesome, even though her husband really can't do anything. But he's in the bathtub. Maybe his mouth works. I don't know. But that's about the only thing on him that works. And most of this movie takes place in flashbacks. We see the modern times where after Clifford has died and the will is being read, and she's met by this guy named Herbert who writes novels and stuff. Apparently, Miss Bolton, when she got fired, told everything to Herbert, and he's been writing these books. I don't know. It was kind of a weird plot, but it really had nothing to do with why this movie exists. It exists to show Malu's body, which is a very nice body, by the way. Now, she did another, it just basically ends after that with her running off with her lover, and that's it. So, anyway, she did 2 of these movies with the word Chatterley in the title. She also did a movie called Lady Emmanuel, which I have. If you look on IMDb for this movie, you're actually going to find this movie has the wrong picture, it's like there was a VHS version of this, and it said The Loves of Lady Chatterley. This movie is not The Loves of Lady Chatterley, though. This is Lady Chatterley's Passions, also known as The Story of Lady Chatterley. The Loves of Lady Chatterley is a totally different movie starring Malu, which I have also reviewed, by the way. You can find it on my channel. And that has a completely different foreign title. It's basically the wrong thing is on IMDb. Now, I went into IMDb and wrote an alternate title called Lady Chatterley's Passion. So you will see that on there, thanks to me. So anyway, not available on an American DVD. It is available on a German, or it's either German or Italian DVD or both, without an English soundtrack, though. The only way you're going to get the English soundtrack is to come to my house and watch it here. This is homemade box art, and Lady Chatterley's Passion's written on it. So anyway, that is it. Let me know what you think about this movie. You haven't seen this movie. Nobody's seen this movie, but maybe you have. I don't know. So anyway, check it out. Leave some comments down below. It's Lady Chatterley's Passions. Watch it. Bye.